I might fuck your hoe and pay a bill. Yeah, we were taught to get it how we live. Yeah, I got your horn on leash. Got a plug-in Vietnamese.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rule of Three, the Breakdown Edition. As always, I'm your host, I'm Jeff. I am joined by
Big Shot Bob. What's happening?
What's going on, man?
And, of course, I'm Rocky. Welcome to this week's show. Thank you for having me back. Shall you even thank you anymore?
Nah, these are the staples. This is the staples of the show now.
I mean, dude, I mean, I bring the
Isn't that a rule
swag.
to be gracious to the host? I thought that was a rule. That's not a rule.
When?
Supposed to be.
When you been gracious to me, man? We've been doing a show for 2 years. When you been gracious?
Hey, I'm not gracious. I'm an a-hole by nature. It's just in my DNA. Nah, I'm playing. I'm not that bad.
But no, another great show tonight. We got the breakdown on Thursday. If somebody can ever come up, he's more than welcome.
It's hard to make them
10 a.m. Thursday,
it's
man.
It's hard to make them day games.
I know. And we are proudly sponsored by Attitude Broadcasting.
Get the attitude back in your broadcasting with the Attitude Broadcasting Company.
And if you have ever dreamed of doing broadcasting like we are doing, please call 1-800-TV-RADIO for Connecticut School of Broadcasting.
Oh, go online. Go csb.com.
Absolutely.
Look, we got a whole bunch of pubs in there for y'all guys, man.
Free publicity,
Free
man.
pub, man.
Hey, what do we want to do? You want to preview the ACC or you want to do top five?
We can preview the ACC real fast.
Let's do top five. I'm ready to get into this top five.
Top five players next week next Monday. Then we'll do the ACC because we are. In case you haven't watched ESPN this week, they've kept us up to date on every single day, and we're 44 days away from college football season.
44 days.
44, 43.
Y'all realize like the first NFL preseason game is in like 2 weeks, right?
Right.
The Hall of Fame game, right?
Yeah.
And I'll miss it by about 3 weeks.
We are, 9 days from training camp, opening the training
Yep,
camp in
yep.
Spartanburg, which
Fan
is free
Fest.
to fans.
Got to get tickets.
Oh, I can't wait for
Got to
Fan
get
Fest.
tickets
It's
to
free.
Fan Fest this year. They're not letting everybody in.
Man,
No,
please.
thank goodness.
Wow, really? They're not letting everybody in this year?
You know what? I don't even know if I want to tell everybody. July 22nd, 10 a.m., first come, first serve. July 22nd, 10 a.m., you can go online and get your tickets. It's the only way you can get into Fan Fest this year.
And there's another way, actually. If you're a season ticket holder, you can RSVP right now.
Oh, well, some of us ain't
So
season
which,
ticket
you know,
holders.
some of us are. Just saying.
I will say, no, I ain't going to say it.
I'm going to check out my new seats this year, though. That's for sure.
Man, new seats.
Ain't going to say it.
Moving on up.
Ain't going to say it.
I'm going to love it this season because this season we have 6, but we split the family up. So 3 and 3. So 3 of them's got to go up or fall 2 rows behind us. So I'm going to put my wife and my niece and nephew together that don't care about sports. And then me, my brother-in-law, and my nephew that cares about sports.
The real question is, when's Jay and Big Shot getting to go to a Panthers game this year?
Right?
Right?
Holler.
No,
We'll have to figure
he
out.
offered me some Saints tickets last year, man. I couldn't get them. I couldn't find anybody to go with me. My wife couldn't go. She was
Well, now you got somebody to go.
We just had the baby. She was like, I ain't going nowhere.
No, I understand that. You don't want to take no kids,
And-
man. All right.
So let's get into
Yeah,
top 5
let's do this.
college football players. Next week we'll do ACC. We'll start breaking down we'll go ACC, SEC, Pac-12. Do we need to even talk about the Big 12? I mean, really.
Yes.
The
The Big 12 is still a valuable conference. They have big
got
name
one team.
teams.
You got one team.
You got Oklahoma. You got TCU.
Who?
Texas Christian University.
What, they
LaDainian Tomlinson. Hello.
Who? No, I know LT. I'm
Everybody
just
knows LT.
kidding. What?
He's
It's just TCU, man.
You got
What?
Baylor, and
Baylor?
Baylor's coming off some
Baylor?
scandal. We want to know what's going on with the Baylor Bears.
You know who
you
their
got?
coach is now?
Texas.
Jim Grove. You remember Jim Grove?
Yeah, from
Wake
Virginia.
Forest.
Was it Wake Forest? I
Wake
thought it was
Forest.
UVA.
You see, you don't remember what school he's from. But anyway,
West Virginia.
West Virginia. Who?
Watch out for West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia has the quarterback that had the most accurate down the field passes or something, like 25 yards plus.
Dude, beside the big 3 conferences or 4 maybe, I mean, come on. I'm just saying. No, West Virginia, we'll see. It's the Big 12. No defense, you. So, anyway.
But they score 70 points a game, which is fun.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Top five players going into this season.
Okay, how do you want to do this, boss? You want to go 5-1? 5, 4,
Right.
4, or you want to go around
Let's go
table,
round table.
start at 5.
Yep.
Big Shot, go ahead.
Wow. Number 5. Who is number 5? Can one of y'all start? I don't even have mine.
Yeah, I'll go. And I don't even actually have a player on here. I just have this is top 5. Is this top 5 players?
I would go. I'm thinking
Like,
top 5 players.
Because like
Top
when
5
I think
players.
of top 5, I always think like Heisman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically Heisman.
Okay.
And then you want to tell me who's going to win the Heisman.
Okay, at some point in the season, probably towards the end of the season, there will be some Big 12 quarterback who is in the running for the Heisman because you're right. They don't play any defense down there, so somebody's going to throw up like 45 touchdowns. I don't know who it is. It's probably going to be the guy from Oklahoma. It really doesn't matter. I also kind of Chad Kelly.
Chad Kelly at Ole Miss?
I like Chad Kelly
You
a
got him
lot.
number 5?
Yeah, but more likely some quarterback in the Big 12. Just because it's going to happen.
Chad Kelly all depends, I think, on his conference. If
Oh, yeah.
Ole Miss can go 10 and 11 and 1, 11,
It's going to be hard when they
Right.
take an L in the first week.
who they got first week?
Florida State University.
Y'all need to find a quarterback.
We'll get to that. Don't worry.
All right, you want me to go next? Or you got it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Number 5 for me, I'm gonna say JT Barrett. All right, listen, you ain't got nobody else there anymore. As far as Braxton Miller's gone, that distraction's gone. Cardell Jones is gone. This is your team.
That's a good point.
Then you're playing in the Big Ten. No your conference. No other teams besides your top 2 or 3.
I was about to say, you can say
You
Jim
got Michigan
Harbaugh
State.
team don't play no
No.
defense.
I'm saying Michigan State, and Ohio State. Besides that,
I mean, Northwestern tries to play defense really hard, but they're not. They're not
the,
to that
the only,
level.
the only thing that's ever come out of Northwestern is Mike Greenberg. All right, I haven't heard anything else come out of that university in football. Pat Fitzgerald's all right, but you know,
Mike Greenberg,
Yeah.
the ESPN guy.
yeah,
You do realize Michael Wilbon went there, correct?
that's true. All right, 2. Mike Wilbon, Mike Greenberg.
I respect
That's
Mike
2.
Wilbon way more than
No, I
Mike
respect
Greenberg.
both of them. I respect both of them.
Yeah.
Very good. But,
Shout out
you
if
know,
you guys hear this. Your
Absolutely.
boy needs a job.
Yeah, give us a call.
Are you ready for number 5 yet, there, boss?
Who is
man?
the quarterback for Notre Dame? That's what I'm looking up because
Oh,
that's my number 5 guy.
May-
That kid came on amazingly last year.
The guy who broke his leg in the last part of the year, or the guy who replaced him?
The guy that replaced him.
Well, he's not going to start. They're going to bring back the other guy
Why would they do that? They were winning with this.
because they were winning with him too, and he won the job. He just you don't ever lose your job to injury.
Shoot, tell that
yeah.
to Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah.
Tell that to Tom Brady. What up, Jimmy Garoppolo?
Malik Zaire
Malik Zaire.
He's my number 5
or
player.
Deshaun Kaiser.
Kaiser's the guy that came on.
Zaire's gonna start, right?
Yeah.
Malik's keeping that job.
Yeah.
But can you really go to Notre Dame for quarterbacks? I mean, Rick Meyer,
Joe Montana.
Jimmy Clausen.
Joe Montana.
Jimmy Clausen.
Joe
Jimmy
Mon-
Clausen.
Joe
Jimmy Clausen.
Montana.
Jimmy Clausen
Jimmy
was
Clausen.
a great.
Jimmy Clausen was.
He was a great college quarterback.
Wasn't great.
They wanted him out of high school.
Hey, if
was
you
good.
you want to get back on the hot sauce train, that's a debate we can have.
What?
Differences between being a great college quarterback and being subpar NFL quarterback. Because
Oh,
guess
yeah,
what?
look at Rick Meyer.
They're completely different things,
Anybody remember Heath Schuler?
and there's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
we all
There's
remember
nothing
Heath Schuler.
wrong
What?
with being a great college. That's why I don't hate on Jimmy Clausen.
You hit your ceiling as a quarterback.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, no.
Tim
college
Tebow is
athletes,
the prime example.
College athletes hit their ceiling at different things, and they just do. So
All
anyway,
right.
top 5. Number 4.
Number 4 for me. I'm going with Christian McCaffrey out of Stanford. He's going to just rack up huge numbers again, but he'll never win because he's on the West Coast and he doesn't play for USC, so he'll never win. But, man, that guy last year, you didn't talk about a playmaker. I think his biggest thing is he has to score more touchdowns. Last year he had all those yards, but he only had like 8 or 9 touchdowns, and that's a big hit.
Well,
especially in
he's
the
not
Heisman race.
He's not a bruising running back around
No,
the goal
he's
line.
not.
So that's his biggest problem. Like Fournette, you give it to him.
He's
he
a
gonna
Darren
plow in.
Sproles. He's a Reggie Bush type of guy.
And that's why I got McCaffrey actually a little higher because of
I do
the
too.
meaning of his work to his team. But he would have been below this guy. This guy wouldn't have got hurt. Nick Chubb, Georgia.
You got Chubb number 4?
I think he's going to get a boatload of carries from Kirby Smart.
I like Chubb a lot.
And Georgia knows how to produce them running backs that get them yards, that has a chance of being a Heisman.
But this is a totally different system that they're going to run.
He's still going to be a workhorse.
They're running
man.
the rock in Georgia.
Because they have no quarterback. I don't see any big-time wide receivers down there. Kirby Smart's first year, he's taking over for a program that was loaded more to the run. I think Nick Chubb is going to get
Kirby Smart's going to get back to what wins football.
And he's a defensive
especially
guy,
Georgia. Georgia's always been that running university.
Herschel Walker.
All right. I mean, you
Todd Gurley.
I mean, you get running backs come out of that school. They're going to run the ball, especially a defensive guy. This ain't Lane Kiffin. This is a defensive guy coaching. So I'm gonna go with Chubb as well.
And he's got something to prove because he wants to show, hey, I'm a top flight running back too. I want to be drafted high in the first round
because he wants to be above Fournette.
Oh, no question.
We'll see.
No question.
All right, so number 3 for me. I know everybody's just gonna hate on me for this, but Dalvin Cook, running back, Florida State.
Not as much as you're gonna hate on me
because I'm gonna tell you why Dalvin Cook.
Please.
10+ touchdowns of over 40+ yards. He is a playmaker, and he missed like 3 games. He missed 3 games last year. If he can stay healthy, and this team, because of the quarterback situation, is going to rely on him. Our offensive line is completely back. We returned every single starter on offense this year. We were a young team in a rebuilding year. Yeah, that's 10 wins in a rebuilding year. I know.
With terrible
You're in
quarterback
the
play.
ACC. You should win 10 games
here
at Florida
comes.
State. I love the ACC, but you should win 10 games.
My bad. How did I forget Dalvin Cook? Can I switch my 5?
I'm
Get rid
not-
of 5.
Yes.
Get rid of Zaire.
Yes.
Can I put Nick Chubb at 5? And can I put?
Don't be scared.
I got to put Dalvin
By the
Cook
way,
in there. I forgot
by
about
the way,
Dalvin
put him
Cook.
top
His
5?
nickname is the Cookie Monster because he eats
I
up them
do
yards.
I do like that nickname, but
Pretty
dude,
sure I
don't-
patent that,
Hey,
but-
don't be scared. I mean,
I'm
just
not
because
being
you got a
scared.
Florida State guy.
I'm being realistic. I forgot all about.
I will convert
Dalvin
you.
Cook.
It will happen.
No,
I
listen.
come strong with the Florida
Listen,
State.
I
Here-
forgot about Dalvin Cook, man. Dalvin Cook is so impressive, man. He gets one step on you through that hole, and he's gone. I mean, and he's so shifty in the hole too.
If you want to watch Dalvin Cook at his best, watch that Miami game last year.
I like Cook. I really do, but he's my number 6, and the reason is because the guys is ahead of him, and the guy that is in the top 3, Deshaun Watson, is going to take a lot of limelight away from him, especially if Florida State loses big to Clemson.
They ain't losing.
Florida
big.
State needs to beat Clemson. If he wants to win the Heisman, if Cook wants to win, they got to beat Florida State.
I mean, I'm not going to get into the who's going to win in October at this point.
No, we'll talk about it later.
But yeah,
So-
I'm just saying,
okay,
for
so-
him to win the Heisman, he needs to do that.
Who's your number 3 guy? My number 3 guy is McCaffrey because
McCaffrey.
he's so important to his team. He's going to have a boatload of stats.
Stop looking at my list. McCaffrey's number 3 for me. The reason is I really want to put him above. You know what? I'm scratch it. I'm going Fournette 3.
Wow.
Because here's why. Fournette is going to play in the SEC. LSU better win some games, and he better be dominant. I don't know if he can be as good as he was last year because
I don't think
the
so.
man was amazing last year. And usually running backs might slide back a little bit after a great season.
that NFL looks like it ain't far away.
Right.
You hold back a little bit to preserve that body.
So, it's going to
And
be
he took
interesting.
some punishment last year.
Right. And I want to see how he stepped. And the guy, the 2 ahead of him, I'll get to number 2 in a few minutes.
it looks like we all have number 1 exactly the same. That is number. So number 2 for me is Leonard Fournette.
That's my number 2 as well. I'll just throw it out there because the most important position on the field is the quarterback position, and Deshaun Watson by far is
Bingo.
the best player in college football
Bingo.
by a lot.
It-
No,
You have McCaffrey at 2. You bumped him up above Fournette at 2, right?
Who you got number 2?
Or Fournette.
Okay.
I have
the
Fournette
I'm going McCaffrey.
at
Here's
number
why.
2. Yeah.
No. I'm going McCaffrey 1.
Oh no.
who you
All
going
right.
with 2?
2 is Watson, and here's why. Because Watson's going to lose to Florida State, I believe.
Don't say
and that's going to hurt.
Shh, don't say that.
All right,
Don't
all
say
right.
that yet.
Turn your mic off. Close your ears. I think they lose. Knock on wood,
Thank you.
or whatever. And I think that's going to hurt his Heisman chances. I really believe it's going to hurt. Him or Cook is going to be in the air right there. But McCaffrey plays on the West Coast. Who's the other Pac-12 team this year? Oregon?
And that's what's going to hurt McCaffrey to me because there's so many booty teams out there in the Pac-12 that nobody care about.
I don't think it's going to be booty, though. Do you know
You're
how
looking at
big?
the booty-os.
Right.
Because
That's
Josh
a good team.
Rosen
That's a
for
good one.
UCLA, that's my number 6. Josh Rosen from
That's-
UCLA, that dude's fire.
That's a very good one. There's some good teams, but the Pac-12 is going to get a lot of love this year. I'm telling you.
They always do.
McCaffrey this year is going to put up some real numbers, and he's going to get a big push because Deshaun Watson is not going to get the push that McCaffrey gets, I think.
I just think it's hard for a running back outside of the SEC to get points towards a Heisman because everybody's like, the SEC, that's what they do. They play defense. And so if you're a running back and you're able to run over these defenses, it's the difference between running over LSU not LSU, but LSU or Alabama or a team like that than running over Utah and Colorado and Oregon
State and them booty teams.
The only reason Derrick Henry won last year is because he played Alabama. All right,
Yeah.
that's the only reason.
because he was not even close to being the best.
They were
running back.
They were undefeated. So who has that best record? I think McCaffrey, Fournette.
And that's another reason I look at Dalvin Cook.
And even if Clemson loses a tough game in Tallahassee, and Deshaun Watson has an outstanding game, that's still going to keep him there.
I don't
say
think he's gonna
the
have a
final
great
score
season.
is 45-40 or something. Deshaun Watson goes crazy, 350 yards, 4 touchdowns through the air, another 70 yards on the ground, and a rushing touchdown. They just lost because his defense is crap.
Can't even take you seriously. You're not putting 45 points up on that Florida State defense.
He did it to
Did
Alabama.
he just put points on the board?
Yeah.
I didn't even talk about points.
No, you're talking about 45 points on
Dude.
Florida State. Florida State is one of the best defenses in the country.
I was saying, just saying. If
Listen.
it was a close game like this and Deshaun Watson had a bomb game.
If he puts up 45 points and gets like 350 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 70 rushing yards and a touchdown on the ground against Florida State, you damn right he deserves to win the Heisman.
No. Here's the thing. He's not going to. If he gets an L, if McCaffrey goes 12-0, 13-0, McCaffrey's winning the Heisman.
Not over a quarterback.
No, he will. I'm telling you.
What were
People love McCaffrey,
What were
dude.
Watson's stats from the Florida State game last year? Was it subpar? Was it really subpar?
Mediocre.
It wasn't like the Alabama game. It wasn't the national
No.
championship.
That game he had against Alabama was crazy, but it wasn't. It was a really close game. But I will give it. It was raining.
It was
There
nasty
was
out there in
weather.
Death Valley.
It was really bad because I remember I was watching it and I was pissed off because we were stumbling and Sean McGuire and all that. Yeah, I don't even want to talk
But I
about
feel like Deshaun Watson, he didn't have the biggest stats, but he had a really solid game. I mean, he was accurate with the balls. He didn't have a lot of egregious turnovers. This will be his third year seeing Jimbo Fisher in his defense, so it's nothing new that Jimbo can throw at him that they're
the
not
first
prepared
year
for.
he didn't play against Florida State because he got hurt.
That's right. He did get hurt his freshman year, didn't he?
Yes.
23-13?
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yes. That
probably
was the
was
final
it.
score. And they scored a late touchdown, a real late touchdown, and they were already up.
Watson was 28 of 42, 297, a touchdown, 16 carries, 107 yards rushing.
Oh, he killed it on the ground.
See, those monster stats.
And then Jeffrey Leggett, 6 receptions, 101.
Monster,
I didn't know you played for
monster
Clemson.
stats.
What are you
that was
doing,
their
man?
tight end.
You're a tight end?
He was a tight end. I don't like it.
Isn't that kid from Charlotte?
What,
Yeah.
Leggett?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right here beside us.
I'm sitting right here, though. Oh, no, I put up 100. I would throw a game if I was in college football and I played Florida State. I would throw a game. I would
That's
never.
sad, dude.
I don't care.
So we got Deshaun. You got Mr.
I got McCaffrey, man. I'm going to give the West
I
Coast
love
some love.
Christian McCaffrey, though. That kid does anything they need him to do. 'Cause
He's going to have to play quarterback this year. He's
Great.
going to have some passing touchdowns.
Great family. Great
Yeah.
family to come from.
Easy
From
Ed McCaffrey.
Yep.
Easy Eddie. Playing for that bad New York Giants team.
All right.
Anyway.
So what do you want to do? What do you want to do, man? Do you want to talk? You want to save ACC preview till next week?
Sure, we can save it.
And do you want to go ahead and do NFL talk?
Let's talk NFL. If we get to the division, we'll go to the division.
Okay. So let's do that. We'll break it down there, boss.
All right. Well, going into that, Tom. First and foremost, let's go ahead and get out of the way real fast. I don't want to spend more than 30 seconds on this topic. Tom Brady. All right. Well, let's talk about Tom Brady for the rest of the show, I guess.
All right.
Tom Brady out for the first 4 games of this opening season.
Yeah, so he lost to Deflategate. Is basically.
Which means I can pick him up in the last round of the fantasy draft because he's coming back.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be fired again because he's Tom Brady, and I hate him.
And they throw the football because they have no running game.
I'm just glad it's over. All right, because I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of discussing it. I want to get back to the game.
I want to go back to the Supreme Court.
Come on, Players Association. Let's get it
Well,
back in the
the reason I wanted to go to the Supreme Court is because I wanted to see Roger Goodell eat crow. All right, you have pushed this more than any other discipline in NFL history, but that's the reason I want to see you lose the case. So, but Tom Brady, we talked about it. Anybody else got anything else to add? Tom Brady,
get what you deserve, you cheating bastard.
Bingo.
Not cheating.
We don't care about the Patriots. We damn sure ain't got no love for no Tom Brady cheating ass, destroying phones, deleting
I would turn my phone over
emails.
Referring to people as the deflator.
I would not give my phone to nobody.
All the blame when all the blame just needs to come to one person and one person.
That's not true.
In particular,
hey,
and he
Tom,
wears number 12 for the New England Patriots.
Tom, fight it. You want to fight it? Keep fighting.
Don't fight it. Go your ass home. Go snuggle up with your Uggs and your Under Armour stuff and taste some defeat.
Beautiful wife.
Right?
He wins when he goes home anyway. So.
He wins on the field, off the field. Who cares?
All right.
And
he didn't win in Deflategate.
No, finally take an L, Tom.
That's
yes.
right.
Yeah.
Been cheating for years.
He's not. Look.
Spygate.
Oh,
they had all our plays. They knew what we were running before
you
we
still
were
got to play the game. Oh, you still living on that 11-year dream?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, talk to Marty Herney about what he thinks about it.
Right? Marty Herney's supposed to have a Super Bowl.
There's a reason
right
Marty
now.
Herney ain't got a job.
He'd still
In
have
the
one if he
NFL.
won a Super Bowl. He would.
No, that Super Bowl saved him for 8 years.
It'd have
That's
saved
the
him
only
for.
reason.
It'd have saved him for 12 if he would have won it.
He would still have a
that's
job.
another issue. That's another issue in sports of having one championship saves you for your whole career. Ask Mike Shanahan.
Man, you know how hard it is to win championships. Jeff Fisher still has a damn job. He ain't won crap. Andy Reid has a damn job.
Jeff
He
Fisher
ain't
hasn't
won
gone
crap.
over 500 in like 8 years.
Well, Jeff Fisher is another story, but
He's such a
So
good guy.
he should be fired.
God, yeah.
Brian Billick won a Super Bowl. He ain't got no damn job.
He's the only one.
Bill Polian has built several Super Bowl teams. He ain't got no damn job.
because he
He
retired.
don't want a job.
He will have a job. He won't.
Bill Cowher won a Super Bowl. He ain't got
He
no
don't
job.
want a
If he
job.
wanted a job,
Oh, people beg him all the time to come back.
John Gruden won a Super Bowl.
If he
ain't
wants
got
a
no
job,
That dude's making like $15 million at ESPN.
he's got the
He ain't
best
going
job
back.
in the world.
He works like 2 days
Hey,
a week.
if he wanted a job, he will have a job.
John Gruden
Don't
will
worry.
walk back.
These guys that have stepped out can step back in anytime.
Except for Brian Billick. Brian
No,
Billick. Brian
no,
Billick.
I think he'd get a job.
No.
again.
They don't
Steve
want Brian
Mariucci, he want a job, he'd be right back in it.
I don't know
know.
about that.
No,
one.
Mariucci would be back in it.
Mooch.
Mooch.
Can't stand
Jimmy
him.
Johnson, he want a job, he get a job.
Oh, boy,
Well, Rock is mad that Tom is gone. We don't care. We're
No, we're
happy
not
that
tired
he's
yet.
gone.
We're doing pretty good
We're
so far.
singing this "Gone Tom" song. Bye bye.
Bye, Tom.
Stop
Peace
hating on
out.
Tom. But, anyway, going from Tom Brady, because we talked about it way too long, Kerwan Short is to attend start at training camp.
Good for you, K1.
Yeah, get your money.
Get your money. The deal is coming, fam. The deal is coming.
But not with the Carolina Panthers.
Don't say that, man. I hate
He's
losing
leaving.
K1.
Have fun this year. No, I'm serious, man. Gettleman's not going to fold to him either.
No.
He's going to tag him. Kawan's not going to want to play for it. And Gettleman's going to do the same thing he did
He's
to Josh
gonna play
Norman. You think he'll play under the tag?
again. He'll play. Somebody was asking between the two D tackles, him, Wilkerson, and like some other, maybe Sue,
Aaron Donald?
Aaron Donald also. Who would you take? And like most of the execs say, Kawan Short is the guy we would take because
Yeah.
he's 300 pounds. He's a beast. Say what you want about Star. Kawan's as important as Star is.
Before you guys were on my lovely show, I had Damian Lewis, former defensive tackle of the Carolina Panthers, on my show.
love Damian.
I talked to him, and he said that guy is otherworldly. Like,
Oh,
Kawan
yeah.
Short is the real
You meet
deal.
K1, he's not your typical D tackle. He ain't got a belly hanging over
will
all
be-
his shirt and everything.
He said he'll be the best defensive tackle in a year or two.
And if I am Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis,
Pay the man.
knock, I need you right here in front of me because he has saved Thomas Davis's
And what
career.
they're probably telling him is that Stewart's number comes off the books next season. And when all that extra money moves,
Charles Johnson, you got Charles Johnson's money that came back.
He's
They
only
already
getting
did
$3
his
million, though.
No, I'm talking about they redid his. You got money to spend on him.
And
But what they're
gonna have
looking
more
out
money.
for, no, they re-signed Kuechly to a long deal.
Yeah, they got
Kuechly's
Keek.
done.
So, and they got
Cam's
Cam.
done.
Who you got money? You got to pay for Kelvin Benjamin.
Kelvin.
But you don't have
Greg
to.
Olson's extended through the rest of his career. All the key pieces are extended. K1 and Star are the big
So
things that are
Kawan
missing.
Star need to be locked up right now.
Kawan
right.
first, and then we'll worry
Star
about
has already
along
got
the
his
way.
5th year picked up, so
Yep.
he can't say nothing to the end of next season anyway.
Right.
We're good with that. We'll figure it out, man.
But
We'll figure it out.
last but least, real fast, we got to share Carolina fans. We'll end the show. Jimmy Clausen is trying out for the Redskins.
Good job, Jimmy
Or the Richard
Clausen.
Slurs.
Get your money, son.
One of the greatest college quarterbacks of all time.
Bingo.
Jimmy
Whoa.
Pickle, congratulations.
Hey, I love Jimmy Clausen because Jimmy Clausen got us Cam Newton. So shout out to Jimmy Clausen. Jimmy Clausen was so bad he made Carolina good.
Who you like more, Chris Winkie or Clausen?
Chris Winkie.
College Florida State.
Yeah.
He won.
He
Chris
got
Winkie
you-
won a Heisman.
He got you carried
He
college.
won a national championship at Florida State too. Chris Winkie.
Yes.
Chris Winkie did some things in college.
Well, he should have. He was 30 years old.
Hey man,
He
that
should've
man's
won.
age don't matter. He still got to go out there and compete.
He was
Hey,
30.
but you know
he
what?
should be
He was
winning.
a viable asset to the Carolina Panthers in terms of
He got a
coaching
nice
and
deal.
teaching, and now he's a good high level college. Like he does what do they call them? Like the quarterback gurus. He trains quarterbacks individually, one on one, and makes bank doing it.
Good.
You know who doesn't get to do that? Brandon Whedon, and he was old when he was in college.
Brandon
Whedon's
Whedon is
a joke.
competing. Well, he's down in Houston.
He's
ain't
not
he? The back.
competing. He's not
I
competing.
was thinking of
He's
Blaine
competing
Gabbert.
on Madden.
Brandon Whedon has never competed.
I
in
bet
the
you Brandon
NFL.
Whedon ended up starting one of those games because Osweiler going to look like crap.
Nah,
couple games. They're going to have to throw Brandon
They're
Whedon in
good. They got a backup quarterback in Braxton Miller.
Be careful.
Oh, hey,
Houston.
one more bit of news that
What?
came out. Arian Foster signed a 1-year contract with the Miami Dolphins.
Much ups to Miami because
Yes.
it's $2 million incentive. So it's a 1-year deal. They can get out of it if it don't work out.
Mm-hmm.
If it does, it's huge.
If he can be 75% of what he was 2 years ago, oh, dude, they got a steal.
They need it with that quarterback they
Don't
got.
talk
Yeah,
to
that's
me
what I'm-
about Miami, that overhyped garbage team.
whoa,
They
whoa.
ain't done
Stop
nothing
hating on Tannehill.
since
I
Dan
didn't-
Marino left.
I didn't say they was going to do anything. I just said they got a good deal.
They did get a good deal, though.
Ryan Tannehill.
Man.
Are we going to start on that bandwagon this year?
Man, that guy is trash. Y'all know he trash. This is his last year. If he goes 5-11, they got to cut him. man.
You, sir, both of y'all should be thanking him for everything he has done
Why is that?
because he has got Cam Newton paid.
Cam Newton should be thanking him.
Cam Newton should be thanking Ryan Tannehill for that huge contract he got before last year.
All the
Same.
quarterbacks going forward.
Cam was getting paid regardless.
No, he was gonna get paid, but he wasn't gonna get paid.
They didn't
until,
get that Andrew
Ryan
Luck money,
Tannehill.
though.
No,
They didn't get that Luck money.
That's a renegotiating every
He
couple
didn't get that
years.
Timothy Mozgov money.
He didn't get Tyler Johnson money or Alan Crabb.
Miami, crazy thing, Miami re-signed Tyler Johnson. They missed
did.
offer.
No, they might. Alan Crabb got the same offer from Portland.
Man.
Mike
74
Conley.
million.
So if you listen to this, kids, play basketball.
Yeah. I'm Garrett. No.
Do both.
No.
Do both.
Play baseball.
Yeah.
Because you can play for a long,
No
long
salary
time.
cap.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you can get
just-
paid whatever.
Yeah, just
Gobs
wait until
of
you
money.
get Bryce Harper money.
Yeah, that's $300 million.
No, four.
Probably. It's gonna be-
450.
It's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think that's it for this week. That's it.
that's it.
Side piece.
We went
We done.
all off the rails. Thank you for listening to the Rule of 3 this week. As always, I'm your host. I'm Jeff.
I'm, of course, Rocky. Make sure next week we'll preview the AFC East, college football, and you can catch us everywhere.
Triple B, peace.
Good day.